brown. So much brown.
Welcome back to Double Fasco, Double Brown, Double Malaise. What more could you want? What more could you need? So this is the benefit of being stupid. We saw a little hook right there and a long down rod, and we're like, will this fit? And the answer is barely. So we do have some double Fasco action going on right now, and the blades do clear just fine. So we're just gonna do it. So this
is just a total abomination right here.
This is the infamous Heat Cycler from this year's Pennsylvania Robbie's PA meet or whatever that I brought into the bowling alley to hold under the ones that were installed, and everyone was taking pictures and stuff.
Yep, that is this one.
This was the only one being sold there. I think most of them got sold last year. But this one, I believe, is from 1984.
So this was we brought this into the bowling alley to get pictures, and we just had to continue the BS.
This came from Spencer, if I didn't say that already. Not sure why you can see the tag, but it's up there.
The Heat Cycler.
Yeah. So per usual, the finish is a bit rough on this fan, like on the blades and stuff. But after a new bearing replacement, it did not run great at first. But now that it has new bearings, it runs very well.
At the end of this video, I'm going to attach a short video of what this fan sounded like before replacing the bearings. Because it sounded literally like a garbage disposal. It was absolutely terrible.
That's not an exaggeration. It actually sounded like you flipped the switch on a garbage disposal.
So that'll be at the end of this video.
Let's go ahead and do low speed.
Alright, this is the lowest speed on the solid state we're using.
I think it's a pretty good low speed. And this is when they still have these cooling fins attached to the blades to circulate air into the motor to keep it cool. I think later on they changed the design or something because they didn't have the fins anymore. They didn't need them.
One of my Heat Cyclers do not have the fins.
I like that it has the fins though.
Yeah, it is a cool design.
It's a little added touch, I guess.
And yeah, I think this thing is awesome. I totally missed the buying bandwagon when there was like 100 of these things found in various locations. So very glad to finally own one. This was also very reasonably priced.
The thing that I'm gonna have to find is a new bushing for the claw because it doesn't have one. We're just borrowing one from another fan for the purposes of this video.
I put that canopy screw on there because it was missing the screw beforehand. And unfortunately, pulling the bearing out of this fan was very difficult. Took a lot of force, and so the bearing puller made this mark right here. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
The flywheel already had scratch paint to begin with, so I'd rather have good bearings than a than a paint spot. And it is wobbling a little bit. The blades are bent in some way. I don't think these were handled very well by the original person who took them down. So you can see one blade is like sagging lower than the rest of them. And one of them's bent up. And again, it does hum with the solid state, but not that much. It's very tolerable.
There's the abomination from up here.
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit.
All right.
Starting to move the blades from the Parlour Fan, which will continually shake and vibrate up there.
The fan does run nice though.
It really does. Again, have no idea where I could put this thing, but if I ever find a spot for it, then it shall go up. It's really freaking out that not Charleston, but Parlour Fan. So, yeah, it's just like vibrating it a little bit. So this is a second generation model where it has first generation Fasco Charleston faceplate instead of the earlier ones had the same faceplate as this Parlour Fan actually. I don't really have a preference, I think they both look cool, but as a collector, I guess if I come across another one with Parlour Fan faceplates, that would be pretty cool just to have both versions. I think the next thing is just going to be straight up high speed, so yep.
That is full power right there. It looks so weird on my camera, like I have the Parlour Fan like blocked by the motor of the Heat Cycler, and it looks like there's blades coming out the top of it. Meanwhile, these blades are spinning. It looks really weird.
Oh, it's because we're sitting over there. That's so weird. I see what you mean. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
for that. That thing is hauling, tossing.
It cranks air.
Cranks hog. I mean, air. Oh, you can really see it though.
It's wobbling the
It's
other
already
fan
in.
with it.
It's wobbling, but so little, especially considering that it is on a J-hook mount.
Guess we'll shut it down.
It's either this or the Avalon, but I can't decide which my favorite fan is that I got from the meet, because they're both so cool in their own individual ways.
My God, this looks ridiculous.
Parlour Fan is very close third as well. It's pretty funny. And all the collectors probably know this by now, but there's kind of a rumor going on that when they were designing the Heat Cycler, they wanted to make it look so ugly, or not so ugly, but they wanted to make it look uglier than their regular model so that people wouldn't buy it. But apparently people bought it anyways. And I don't know, I find that a little hard to believe just because I've never seen a Heat Cycler installed in a house. I've only ever seen them installed in industrial locations.
I mean, it is an industrial fan, so.
Yeah. But can you imagine this was like installed in just someone's house?
Imagine one of these in a bedroom.
Be the best bedroom fan ever. I also don't know what kind of controls these would have come with, if any. Like if Fasco provided their own solid state controls, or if they just didn't come with any and you had to provide your own way of doing the speeds. Because, you know, if this is like in a factory or something, you're not going to want anything besides high speed. And since it has new bearings, it's going to have a lovely spin down time, which I cannot crouch down for all of, so I apologize. You can see the fins. And I don't even know what you'd call this. It almost looks like a scroll cage blower, or just like a cage for the housing, but it's awesome.
That is a pretty unique design on the side of the motor housing there.
Now we just need to find a random church that has 40 of these in white and give them to collectors. So there you
And
go.
that is all for this Fasco Parlour Cycler.
Thanks for watching.